children. I hope you're alright today. See if there's anything magic in him today. Open my eyes. I'm going to see my children and my wife and everything be alright. Not today, alas. Anyway, look, Eileen, I think you like this one, don't you? Don't you like Diplodocus? Dinosaur vegetable. Diplodocus. I'm going to spin the camera around, guys. Okay, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Better just have the camera up and look at the book here. Diplodocus. Right, now we've got some different names today. I'll try and get these names right. Look, Dora the Diplodocus. Peggy the Stegosaurus. Henry, Peggy's in it. A few naughty Allosaurus. And Pete. The Plesiosaur. Plesiosaur. Well, they're hard to read. Okay, so we've got Eileen's Diplodocus, Henry Stegosaurus. Mummy can be an Allosaurus. And then I'll be the Plesiosaur. Mummy, I love you. Okay, lots and lots. Says here, for my mum, my motivation. There was once a huge, hungry Diplodocus called Dora. Dora often had lots of dippy ideas and was easily confused. But look at the size of her. Huge. My favourite leaves are on that side of the tree, she thought one day. So I'll stand here and twist my neck like this to reach them. Oh, how she's twisted her neck and her head round the tree there. Can you see that? Dora, you nearly stepped on me, shouted a small ornithologist. That wasn't in the beginning of the pronunciations, was it? Head over there, will you? But my head is over there. Dora replied, confused. But before Dora could move away, an old Diplodocus appeared. Shh, there's an Allosaurus about, he hissed. I don't think that reads so well over there. I never wrote it. Dora made herself as small as possible and hid behind the nearest tree. Can you see her? Can you see her? Can you see Dora the Diplodocus? She's well hidden behind a tree, apparently. I wonder if she's behind this tree. She watched as the herd swung their enormous necks and tails out at the Allosaurus to scare them off. Oh, look. They're all fighting against the Allosaurus. Allosauruses are quite... they must be carnivorous and quite ferocious and mean. Allosaurus. Allosauri, perhaps is plural, I don't know. After the fight, everyone was hungry, but they also wanted to think of new ways to scare off the Allosaurus. Or is Allosaurus plural? Or Allosauri is one? I don't know. It's all hard. The Diplodocus were tired of all the neck swinging having their meals interrupted. We could disguise ourselves as trees, suggested Dora, with leaves on our head. She does think she looks like a tree. She loves trees. She loves eating trees. She likes hiding behind trees. Now she wants to disguise herself. Or she wants to disguise the whole herd as trees, I think. But no one took Dora seriously, so she wandered off on her own. Deeper in the forest, Dora spotted a Stegosaurus, frightening off another Allosaurus. Look, there's a Stegosaurus swinging its mighty tail around to keep the Allosaurus, the horrible dinosaurs, away. You did it, said Dora, strolling over to the smiling Stegosaurus, called Peggy. Hello, Peggy. I wish I had amazing armour plates on my back, Dora sighed. Well, I think Dora's pretty well protected with a sheer size. She's got a long old tail as well. Peggy offered to help Dora make her own armour with mud and palm leaves. Look, they've made their own design. This is a great idea, smiled Dora. We'll all look so fierce. No Allosaurus will dare to come near us. Look, do you think it's going to work? I don't know. It might work on the old fooling, deceiving. But everyone laughed at Dora's idea and went back to eating leaves. But the other dinosaurs, I think they're quite confident with their size. There's Dora and Peggy again. Look. Look at the outfits. Don't spend some time doing that camouflage. Can you see the volcano? That might be a volcano over there. It's other maybe volcanoes or rock formations. Poor Dora felt sad as she wandered down to the rocky shore to wash off her disguise. Never mind, said Peggy, you'll think of something else. Peggy, whispered Dora, what's that? In the water. Can you see something in the water? There's some bubbles there and a little bump. Could be a rock. There's some bubbles around it, maybe small eddies, whirlpools. Dora plunged her head into the water and looked about. Well, Dora was very brave, because if it had been a big old shark or dinosaur, she might have snapped her head off then. Who's in here? She tried to say underwater. But it came out a little like Blobber Boober. That's my talking underwater. I'm Pete. It's me. I'm a plesiosaurus. Are you coming in for a swim? Dora thought for a moment. She wasn't sure Diplodocus could swim. There they are. What do you think? Do you think she's going to go in? Think she's going to go in for a swim? She might do. Lots of sea creatures there, isn't there? Try it and see, said Pete. So Dora found some reeds. These will help me breathe, she thought, and she dived right in. What a good way to hide, thought Dora. We could all fit down here. Oh, so she's going to use the water as a safe place. Oh, that's quite a good idea. And there's food, said Dora, trying a big clump of seaweed. Gim, yeah, healthy seaweed. She didn't see the Allosaurus had returned, and she didn't see Peggy trying to warn her. Poor old Peggy's out on her own. Peggy, I've got the best idea, said Dora. I think we should... Whoa! No, what's going on? Something's not going quite right, is it? Look, can you see Dora's got some chopsticks up her nose to stop the water from going up? A bit like you, Eileen, you have to hold your nose, don't you? As Dora staggered out of the sea, she fell into a huge muddy puddle. Now look at her camouflage. Wow, can you see that? Super camouflage. Still got those chopsticks up her nose. She was covered in thick, drippy black slime. The reeds, leaves, and seaweed stuck out at all angles. Ooh. The Allosaurus had never seen anything so terrifying in all their lives. I was just wondering about those chopsticks. You reckon those chopsticks are for eating that seaweed that they found in the water? Well done, Dora, said another Diplodocus. Your dippy idea wasn't so silly after all. So she didn't use the water, and she didn't use the Stegosaurus disguise. She actually used a combination of mud, sludge, leaves, and look, and she's still got the chopsticks up her nose for eating the seaweed. Ha ha. Remember, seaweed's very healthy. And remember, do not go near water on your own without mummy or daddy about. Probably better with just daddy about, okay? So just wait for me and we get swimming and I'll teach you how to swim properly, okay? Come on, some magic. Go and do some magic. Is there any magic left in the planet? Come on, give me some magic. Family. No family.